Welcome everyone to another episode of A Bright Side. Today we are here at the Museum of Global Communications at Porthcurno. I'm really excited for this. This is a place where we've wanted to come for quite some time. So let's go check it out. And by the way, I have no phone signal. The irony. This way. Okay. This caught my interest. Meet Morgie. Morgie is the newest member of the family of giant sea creatures invented by artists collective Mora da Vega. Not familiar with that word. He was originally inspired by Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which was published in 1870, the same year that the first submarine telegraph cable landed on Porthcurno beach, connecting Britain, I had to get my words out there, it's quite cold, Britain with India. How about that? And there's the artists make it. Oh, here, what's this? Mora da Vega, from the Portuguese words for vague address. Okay, well that's answered that. And here is Morgie. He's very impressive. I like him. He's obviously made of like some sort of plastic conduit. I should have read more in the information perhaps, but he's really good. I like him. His like little tentacle things are sort of just strewn all over the place in front of him. Very cool. I like him. What do you think, Tilly?
I love it!
Yeah.
I want to marry him!
You what? You want to marry a squid?
Yeah,
It's got a picturesque little area, actually. Been to Porthcurno a few times, but never brought you guys with me. Some tennis courts there, and just here on property there are some picnic tables, so you can like bring your food, take the load off. Obviously on a better day than today, it's quite cold and it's actually spitty with rain, which isn't good. You ain't got a raincoat on, Matilda, but it's okay because we're going to go in there in a minute. Oh, an Anderson shelter. During the Second World War, people would take cover from air raids in an Anderson shelter. How about that? It's obviously locked up at the minute. I wonder if that ever opens, but there you go. Oh yeah, look at that like camouflaged wall up there. Can't see it, it's camouflaged. So we had to reserve a spot, didn't we?
We reserved our spots, but we haven't paid for them yet.
No.
But all your prices are there on the wall.
£10 per adult, under 18, £6. Alright. And winter, oh, so the summer times are slightly different. 10 till 5 in the summer, winter 11 till 3:30. That's right, we've got plenty of time. What's the time, about 11?
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to head into the Eastern House. AJ's had a little bit of a wobble today, haven't you?
had a bit of a scream.
Yeah, you didn't really care for the car today, did you?
Not today.
Driving here. But Mama Bear's doing a good job of calming you down, isn't she?
I'm doing lots of singing.
Yeah?
So apologies in advance.
Yeah, for the random singing or little bits of emotional outbursts that might be in the background of this video. It's a very cool bike here with ER written on that, obviously for the Queen, or the late Queen rather, just in behind this little stanchioned area. Nice. Obviously a little gift shop here. Got some kids books and some kids t-shirts. Oh, I like those t-shirts, don't you, Matilda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like these.
We've got some little toys down there. We're not going to pick up anything just yet, baby, but yeah, nice. So that's where we've come in. Oh no, that's where we came in over there. More books. Oh, I think I'm going to enjoy this. Super fun. We've got a cafe over there. We will probably get a bite to eat in a little bit because lunchtime is approaching and we haven't had lunch yet. So yeah, nice. Okay, so up the stairs. So the museum is split into two halves, the nice lady was saying. The first half is inside this main building, as it were, up this stairs, and then you then leave this building and go into the World War II bunker, which is the second half of the museum. So, and what Matilda's got to do, what you've got to do, Tilly, is you've got to find all these little knitted pigeons, haven't you? They've all got names, and then you've got to get the dash dash dot dot whatever the code is and write it down, and presumably it will form a word or a sentence at the end, won't it? Cool. So let's try and find a pigeon. Right, so this is one long building essentially, and the lady said start at one end, the far end, watch this video, which will put some stuff into context and then work back in that direction. So that's kind of like the easiest way, she said, to do the museum. Oh, look at this view. We have a nice view here out to sea. It's a beautiful area. I do love it out this way. While we're waiting for the video, in 25 seconds, we found Rowena.
Where is Ro? I see Rowena.
So 3 dots.
Rowena is number 8.
Oh, okay. So do a tick. And then what other 3 can we see? Do you see which letter has 3 dots beside it? Oh, our video's about to start. Is it letter S? Is it S that has 3 dots, isn't it? So if you put an S by her, there you go. Okay. You know, for a 6-year-old, Matilda is strangely fascinated by this place.
The beautiful valley on the far southwestern tip of the UK mainland became a hub of global communications. In the 1840s, the invention of the telegraph meant the speed it took to send messages was transformed from weeks and months to minutes and seconds.
Some of this equipment, I mean, look at it, it's so, how does it even work? No information sort of specifically about this, but it does fascinate me how these sort of pioneering bits of equipment led on to sort of what we have today. I just think it's kind of, I don't know, it blows my mind. Something there says, it states Snodland. Single needle telegraph alphabet code. And obviously there's Morse code. So that's amazing. Here we go, that looks a little bit more familiar, like stuff you would tap out your code on. I think they're tapping a message to each other. The Morse code alphabet. The only one I know is SOS. But, alright. What's it feel like? Is it some information as well as you go around, which is super duper for telegraph and time. And the other one, early electricity. I'm obviously not going to bore you by reading through everything here because we'll be here for hours also. But yeah, super interesting. Lots of information. This is awesome. Number 1. Cook and Wheatstone double needle telegraph, 1844. What's this one? Number 3. Lippon's ABC telegraph, 1851. This is just ridiculous. I know it was a long time ago, but how technology has just changed. Although again, the irony is the fact that we're here in a communications place and I have no signal. The irony of it. What have you done today? You've spelt your name in Morse code.
Yes, I spelled my name in Morse code.
Shelley's just informed me that says the bright side in Morse code.
So here are all different fun bits that kids can do to teach them about magnetic fields, circuits, magnets in general. So AJ's figured out how to make both the light and the buzzer go off at once.
Ah, so it's like completing the circuit.
Yeah.
What's AJ doing?
Watch. Press the button, Age.
We found another pigeon. It says Marconi. So Matilda's just figured out her little quiz that she has to do.
Hello, Tata. Hi, AJ. I love her. Bye-bye.
So AJ, that's a bit for your ear. So you hold that bit and then you talk into that one.
Talking to that.
Very, very old-fashioned type of phone. I quite like them. Do you think we can still get them?
I suspect they're very expensive.
Model of the cable ship Mercury. That's a very impressive model. 1960s, I think the date said there. Huh. fascinating place. What were you saying, Shelbel? You actually think it's quite child friendly?
Yeah, there's loads for the kids to do. It's very interactive. There's lots of buttons that they can press and things that they can fiddle with. So whilst it in itself might be quite complicated concept to grasp, you know, sending telecommunications
Yeah, well, I don't even understand it, to be honest.
Actually, they still feel very involved, and there's lots that they can do.
This like 1700s costume caught my eye, but then reading down here, it says it's a fancy dress costume from the 1920s. Apparently fancy dress parties were very popular with the telegraph workers. That's amazing. So just like a mock-up piece of clothing. Brilliant. It's quite cool. During World War I, this axe, 1914, when German soldiers landed on the Cocos Islands in 1914, they used this axe to smash the telegraph equipment or instruments and sever the undersea cables. So how about that? So this axe was actually wielded by German soldiers to destroy all of the communication equipment. That's amazing. Got some various uniforms here.
Daddy,
Yeah?
what's that?
That's called a sextant. It helps people navigate at sea.
What's that big triangle?
What big triangle?
Triangle in the box.
Well, that's called a sextant. Look, here we are, a sextant. Stamped with the words Eastern Telegraph Company, this sextant was used by the navigator to work out a cable ship's location by pointing it at the sun or a star to measure their altitude above the horizon. The actual position of the ship could be calculated. Very cool. So this is a grapnel. So to recover, I don't know, AJ's making some weird noises over there. So a grapnel, to recover and repair an undersea cable, a cable ship would drag a grapnel across the seabed until the cable was hooked. Huh. And obviously then there is your telegraph cable. Wow. So if you are a wheelchair user or are generally less able to traverse the stairs just there, there is a lift, so that's really good. Absolutely loving this Lego like diorama. That is so cool. Look at this, landing the shore end at Porthcurno, 1870.
Daddy, toys.
I know, isn't that amazing? See the men dragging those cables onto the beach from the ship. What a fantastic display, I love that.
Water.
It is water. So this painting is of Sir John Pender, 1815 to 1896. Very cool, and it looks like this is him as well, isn't it? It looks like him. Yeah, a bust of Sir John Pender. Rocking those sideburns. Oh, in fact, there's like that like chin strap design. Love it. Here it's quite interesting. It says, "Welcome to our blue room. This room is for taking a quiet pause." So actually, you can just come in, and actually you can just chill. Yeah. Cool. Information overload with this place.
What's he doing?
Just on our way down to lunch, this like box thing which is stanchioned off here caught my eye. It just says parlour door from the Great Eastern, 1858 to 1889. Original parlour door from the Great Eastern, the iron sailing steamship designed by Isambard King de Brunel. Wow, that's amazing. That actually came off of the Great Eastern. Look at that, parlour door. Well, parlour it says, obviously it is a door. It doesn't say parlour door. That's the parlour door, amazing. I like that, I love history like that. I've had this brand of cola before, Cornish cola from Jolly's. It's actually quite nice. Cornwall, 1896. So we ordered a pasty for me, 2 sausage rolls for the kids. Shelley's got a soup, and then those beverages came to £25 and change. Again, same sort of standard prices for these types of cafes. £25 and change. Food's arrived. I've actually chopped up, I forgot to film it. That's Matilda's sausage roll, which is nice. And this is my pasty. What is this beside a pasty? What is it? And AJ's just going crazy over there. You've got a lovely looking soup there. What flavour is it?
I got broccoli and leek soup.
Broccoli and meat soup. Nice, and there's rolls and stuff with it. So AJ's just going berserk. Okay, I've eaten the salad, and now it's time for the main event. Wow. Hello.
Yeah, you don't have to eat
Your face is red.
this.
What face is literally red?
That was an extremely hot pasty. I'm gonna have to let that cool. The pasty's cooled down a bit now. Tastes a bit like a lavender's pasty.
Yeah, but it is a lavender's pasty.
Ooh.
Still hot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's a lavender's pasty. Tastes like a lavender's pasty. How's your soup? Very hot, is it good? Yeah. Just a little general overview of the cafe here. There were some people sitting in the corner over there, so I didn't want to obviously film when they're eating their food, because obviously it's a bit intrusive. But basically, yeah, this is the cafe setup here. We're obviously sat there, and yeah, really nice. So our views are from the window. Yeah. All right. Right, we're heading into the World War II bunker, so Britain at war, and there is a soldier standing here on guard. Right, so we have to go outside to get to the bunker. Which is in here. World War II bunker. The Museum of Submarine Telegraphy was opened by Sir Brian Smith, CBE, chairman of the Cable Miners, blah blah blah, on 16th July 1998. Alright, so let's head in. AJ's liking the echoes. Just looking at the size of this door. Look how thick it is, just like my hand. Gentlemen back in the day, closing it, or opening it. This is phenomenal, a World War II bunker. Ah, unexpected noises this way, alright. Oh wow, look at the size, look at this. Gosh. Look at all this old equipment. Thank you for not touching this delicate working machinery, yeah. But look at all this stuff in here. Amazing. I think this was like a beehive of activity back in World War II. If these walls could talk. Wow. So obviously these stanchions are in place just so that you don't get too close to the exhibits, because they're obviously, you know, old and fragile. Brilliant. What's this? A direct printer. The direct printer was the last instrument in the Reagan system. It read the cable code of the incoming paper tape and translated it back into printed message, which was glued onto a telegram before delivery. Look at that old chair. Someone would have sat in that and operated some of this equipment. And that's like that tape thing that we've seen around the place. This is like ridiculous. You know, like the level of complexity, yet so simple in some ways, I suppose, compared to modern technology, but so complex. I don't know. What a fascinating museum. There's a board here tell us what you think of our museum. So you can write your message. Are you writing a message today? Yeah, and you can stick it up on the wall then. So this is Matilda's message. Matilda, I love the stuff. There you go. Wow. Look at that bomb. That's amazing. Oh, so apparently there's a, what is up here, a viewing platform or something?
That says.
So you've got to grab a hard hat, which we're doing. Like that. Turn my camera around because Chabel's just put that on my head. I might take my cap off. Okay, does it suit me? I think it suits me. Wow. Oh, I've already tripped over.
Everybody be very careful.
Wow, look at this. It's like stairway cut into the rock. Huh. See all the water, the wet old water dripping down everywhere. Look at that down there. And then we've got to go up here as well. Go on, Tillerina. We can do it. AJ's a little bit dubious. You come up in a minute, AJ? It's not scary. Okay, we made it. And after a lavender's pasty, that was a little bit more arduous than I thought. More steps? Oh man. Look at this. This is amazing. The size and thickness of this door. Look at that. Oh man. Wow. All those steps cut into the face, oh not the face of the rock, but inside the rock in the cliff tilly. Huh. Sit down there, take the load off if you like. Ah. So escape stairs. If the tunnels were bombed, there was a chance that the front entrances would become blocked. To prevent any of the staff from being trapped inside, these stairs were built to provide an escape route. Well, how about that? A bit windy up here. Telegraph Museum, Porthcurno, and then you're going, okay, wait for Daddy a minute, baby. We've got Rio de Janeiro, 5,500 miles away, Newfoundland, 2,200 miles, Bombay, 4,700, and Hong Kong. Is that 6,250 miles. Wow, beautiful views from on top of the cliff.
These are back steps.
Yeah, I think going down will be a bit easier.
No. Going down would be the worst bit.
Do you think so?
Look.
No, I think we'll be alright.
I got so steady on this bit.
We're okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Look at all this, like carved out. This is amazing.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Just love the tranquility in a way, the quietness. When you hear all that, the drips of all the water. Amazing. This is amazing. Getting like horror institution vibes here. Amazing. Like Haunting of Hill House or whatever it was called. Not Haunting of Hill House, I'll remember the name of that in a minute. There's a film I'm trying to think of with the asylum.
With through the cable go 40, cross connections are made through to a test set. On an inland telegraph circuit, if a fault occurs, it's easy to...
Ooh. Oh, obviously some bats live on property somewhere. think this just leads down to the exit. There are some bathrooms here, according to that sign. Oh, look at that in there. Very cool. Alright, heading out of the bunker. We've got here a radio shack.
Mostly still working at the ministry. After the war, a number of these receivers found their...
Danger! High voltage! When we touch, when we kiss! Right, so that's it. So the kids are going to go inside and see what their little prize is for completing, or just about completing, the little challenge to find all of those pigeons. Just stepped out on this lawn. Mercury House. Right there. Mercury House was originally called Electra House. It was built in 1898, along with a greenhouse nearby. Alright. At first, the building was used as an accommodation for the Porthcurno Telegraph Station superintendent. Later it became the administration building for the Cable and Wireless Engineering College. In the 1970s it was converted into halls of residence for the first female students training in Porthcurno. The lawn area in front of you was once the foundation for Howitt House, where the cable and wireless students studied. Huh. There you go. We're going to leave the video there. I do hope you enjoyed it. What a truly fascinating place to come to. If you have any interest in sort of communications, the history of communications and that sort of tech, then if you're in this area, do pop down, do pop into the Porthcurno Museum here. It is absolutely fantastic. As always, thank you so much for watching. You're all appreciated. Don't forget to like, subscribe to The Bright Side, smash the bell and you'll never miss it on any video that we put up on YouTube. We're on social media, we're on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at The Bright Side. So check us out there. So from us to you, cheers and gone.
Daddy, a squid.
A squid. It is.
What's down there?
I don't know. His body inside of him.
I want to look at the front. The front's here.
No, front's that way. Where his tentacle things are. That's his bum.